Hey guys, welcome back to another thought session here with your boy Andy. I know the background doesn't look quite like home, that's because it is not. A recent work trip came up that happened to be mandatory, and now I find myself in a hotel room in New York. With that said, I figured I just want to go ahead and use that time wisely at night because I'm not the type of guy to go out drinking, doing this, doing that, and the third. And besides, New York is bloody cold, so I'm not going nowhere. Anywho, I mentioned it already. I mentioned this word already in a couple of lines as I was doing this intro. Today's video is going to be about time. Time in general, time being used, spent, this, that, the third. In reality, talking about time, at least to me, is unfortunately now a cliche thing. Any and everybody you look at, whether it be your mentor, your mom, your dad, your this, your that, they always come back and talk about how time does this, time does that, you're wasting time, this, time. And at this point now, it's a cliche topic to talk about. It's like, oh, you're wasting time. Yeah, I know. All right. And then you continue to waste your time, and then that's it. Why? Why? I am turning 30 this year. And to me, I feel like I've wasted a lot of time. I have regret wasting all of that time. Things like this YouTube channel, for example, the second one here. I could have probably tried to start this ages ago. I kind of did start this ages ago, back when I was in college, all the way in 2015, 2016, when I had just started. And I kind of found those videos on YouTube. I couldn't find the account, I couldn't find anything, I couldn't do nothing. Until one day it kind of just popped up on my feed. And I look back at those videos and I think, wow. Some of the things were obviously college oriented, and it was just, strictly me being a dumb college kid. But it had some pizzazz. It had some gusto to it. There was a fire in my eye then to do those videos and to try and boost myself up in that direction, and I let it go. Why did I let it go? Who knows? Because of friends, because I was too lazy, because of all the fancy jazz that society and life gives you and throws your way? Was it because of college itself? I don't even know. I started a YouTube tech channel and that got some traction, but I stopped posting. Lots of things happened, and because of all of those things happened, that's kind of part of the reason why I created this channel. But you see how time moves for that? You can kind of say it came full circle. You can kind of say it came full circle for me to start doing something like this again. Why? Because I enjoyed doing those videos back then in college, and I enjoy doing these videos right now. That's karma, that's life, that's something telling me to come back to these kind of videos. It's time to come back to these videos. And this time, I really do not want to waste it. I really, truly don't want to waste it. I want to be able to make these videos and just speak my mind. I know it's kind of straying away from whatever I said in the first video, maybe whatever I said even in the second or third video. But it's kind of morphed into something where it's just allowing me to speak my mind, allowing me to cope with the anxiety and the this and the that, which, by the way, there is a correlation between time and anxiety. What is that correlation, you may ask? People thinking about the past way too often. I'm gonna raise my hand. I clearly do that way too much, hence why I have some anxiety issues of my own. People go way too hard, way too deep about this anxiety thing. And one of the main culprits is because of thinking too deep about the past. Past failures, past failed relationships, past things you wish you would have done differently. And people are so concentrated and focused on something like that that it just clouds the mind. When was the last time you sat down thought about today? Oh, I had a decent day today. I did this, I did that. And while some things didn't work out, at the end of the day, I feel pretty good. I'm home, I'm this, I'm that, whatever. Nobody thinks like that. Why? Why doesn't your guru or mentor or whoever you listen to tell you to do that? Maybe they do, but maybe it's not coming out the right way. Maybe they're not saying it in a good enough way to get your mind stimulated enough to do it. It's much easier to sit there and say, I had a hard day at work, than sit there and I'm not telling you to do 10, I'm not telling you to do 20, I'm not telling you to do 100, I'm telling you to do 5. It's not easy for you or me even to just sit there and talk about 5 things that you're thankful for that happened today. Time is slipping. Time is constantly slipping. Anxiety is killing more and more people every year. And part of that anxiety, to me at least, a very, very strong part of that anxiety, can solely be ticked off due to people thinking too deep about the past mistakes, past failures, past regrets, past everything. I don't want that. At least I don't want that anymore. Because again, like I said, I'm no stranger to it. I've done it too. I've thought about the past and it's haunting me. Some stuff still haunt me to this very day. Even as I talk right now, something's haunting me because I'm talking about it and I'm thinking about something in the past. It's haunting me. But I want to try to get over it. How do I get over it? By starting to think about today. It's not easy to think about today, nor is it easy to think about the future, but that's why they call it the future. You're not supposed to think about the future. Time makes it easy for you. All you need to think about is today and how you're going to do today. You could probably kind of think about the future. I think you can plan your week. I think you can plan your next 2, 3 days. You probably can't plan the entire month because things happen. But at least you're trying. At least that whoever's doing that right now, they're trying. Time is crazy. Time stops for no one. It's not stopping for me, it's not stopping for you, it's not doing any of that good stuff. It just keeps going. I think it's time that we all catch up to the idea of time. I think it's a good idea for us to sit there and start thinking about today versus yesterday. For example, my baby girl, the love of my life, the the light in my soul, in my heart, whatever you want to call it. She's turning 2 this year. Like what? I remember like it was just yesterday where I was cutting the umbilical cord. I also remember like it was just yesterday when she got diagnosed with what she got. Now, we're going to save that topic for another video. I'm finally going to go ahead and do that NICU video that I want to talk about, but obviously nothing too nitty-gritty, but we'll get to that when we get to that. For now, she's going to be 2. That's a big deal. She's a big girl now. She's almost 3 feet. She's walking around. She's doing amazing things. She's crawling. She's trying to talk. She's doing the whole nine. It's just amazing to watch. And there is nothing on this planet more humbling about time than having a kid. Having a kid will truly, truly humble you about time because of how quick everything goes. By 4 months, the kid is already starting to get their proper vision and this and that is happening. By 8 and 10 months, 12 months, they're trying to say their first words, saying hi like this and all that fancy jazz. It's crazy to see that, you know? And that's all with time. All of it's with time. Let's go ahead and wrap up this video. Make it a little kind of short. How do we combat this? Like I said, it's reasonable to think that we should start to think about today. Start to think about 5 things you're grateful for the day. If you can't even think about 5, just think about 1. Just change. Change into the mindset of it's better to think about today than to try and relive the past or try and predict the future. Live for today. Be a little bit happier. Use the time wisely. Have no regrets. Live for today. That's what I want to do, and that's what I'm gonna do. I feel like 2025, there was something at the beginning of this year that invigorated the crap out of me to go ahead and try to do these things. And I wanna do it. I wanna do it. I don't wanna sit there anymore. I'm tired. I'm tired of having to go to the hospital for an anxiety attack when all they're gonna do is just tell me you're fine and you have an electrolyte imbalance. Really? That's the best you got? You're not gonna give me no advice, you're not gonna help me. I am gonna do my best to get better on my own. Maybe I might have help from my family, but this is also something that I really do need to try on my own. Get time oriented. Feel better about myself. And just work on me. This time. I hope you got a takeaway from this video. I hope that you got some sort of idea that can point you a little bit in your own direction. If you want me to do a part 2 to this, I'll be happy to do a part 2 to this and maybe elaborate on some things. But with that said, I will go ahead and let you guys go about your day. Thanks for watching. I will catch y'all in the next one.